As we all know, 2026 is approaching very, very quickly. And actually, by the time I'm going to be posting this, it's going to be New Year's Eve. And I feel like it always creeps up so quickly and it kind of takes you by surprise. I feel like the second Christmas is over, it just turns into a blur because everyone's off school and everyone's off work. And then all of a sudden, it's the new year and you're panicking and you feel like you need to change your entire life. And it's not always a conscious decision. I feel like everyone, whether it's in the media or just in your personal life, it's always been a big thing where you want to change your life overnight and become a completely different person and change for the better. They just want to leave the past year behind and just move on. But I think sometimes you can be a little lost on where to start. You'll see what other people around you are doing, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you want to make the biggest changes ever, but you feel like you need to because everyone else around you is doing it. And obviously, you can use their goals and their motivations as inspiration to change your own circumstances, but I think it's not very effective and not very beneficial on your part. You're not leaning into your personal aesthetic and persona and seeing what it is that you need. And it's also not beneficial to just completely forget about the past year and blur it out. Sometimes we don't always know where to start, and we can often start to overwhelm ourselves or just do some things that don't really fit our character or our needs. So today I'm kind of just going to be talking about what I think you can do to start the year off on the right foot, how you can set yourself up for a successful year, and also just some goals that I think universally would do a lot of people good. Also, before I start, there's like ice falling off the trees right now, and it is so distracting. To be fully transparent with you, I have been trying to film this intro for so long, but now we're good. Now I can start. Okay, first of all, making a vision board. I didn't end up making one last year, but I wanted to because I saw a lot of other people doing it. And I remember I went through Pinterest and printed up a bunch of photos, and I just never actually put it together because I got busy with school and everything. But even without actually making the vision board, it made me more motivated. It made me more passionate about the things that I wanted to do. It's just a really good way of taking your goals and putting them right in front of you, and there's something about visualizing them that makes it a bigger motivator and makes you strive to do those things more. And it's also just a fun project, like whether you're going through a magazine and cutting out some images, or scrolling through Pinterest and downloading some photos and then printing them up and putting them on a board and making it all cute. You can put it up on the wall in your room, and then anytime that you don't feel motivated or you don't want to do something, you can look at it and it'll almost motivate you to do it more. That's what's so cool about it, is it's so personal. Everyone can do it because you're just going to pick out the things that best suit your needs and the things that you want to do the most. I think I am going to make one this year because it just sounds like a fun thing to put together and I can make it all cute and put it on my wall. Listen, maybe making a little project like that isn't your thing. Just making a list, writing down your goals, just do something that will motivate you to get those things done and to achieve those things. Okay, next, don't overwhelm yourself with your goals. I feel like a lot of the time you kind of just want to throw the past year in the past and just forget about it and block it out. But that is not going to benefit you. That is not going to work out to your advantage. If you block it out, you're never going to learn from past mistakes or past things that you don't want to repeat. You need to reflect on the past year and build off of that. Compare it to how different you want things to be. You need to use it as a means of improvement. So use your past experiences and apply them to what you want to do now. But don't overwhelm yourself. Don't try to change every single thing. Take it step by step. Now, don't make it too easy. Obviously, make it a little bit challenging so that it's something that you're going to be motivated to get done. If it's too easy, you're not going to want to do it. Push yourself, but still make it realistic. Still make it suitable for what you need. And don't make it too difficult because then you're just not going to want to do it anymore. There's a difference between being passionate and overdoing it. Obviously, you want to be passionate about the things that you want to do, but if you overdo it, you're just going to freeze and then you're just going to drop it all and not do anything at all. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's not all or nothing. It is not all or nothing. You don't need to change everything in your life. You can make little changes and then build them up progressively. Another thing that's really important to keep in mind is the last thing you want to do is overwhelm yourself because it's already kind of going to be hard with motivation. When you take the time of year into consideration, a lot of people just universally deal with seasonal depression or seasonal sadness, or they get hit with this winter slump. And the beginning of the year can sometimes be really hard when it comes to trying to find that motivation and find that strive to do things. And I think that's why often sometimes people They'll start their goals, they'll overachieve. Let's say you don't work out at all, but you want to start going to the gym just because going to the gym makes you feel good. And then, as your New Year's resolution, you tell yourself you're going to go to the gym 5 days a week. Going from zero to nothing is going to be so overwhelming. That's the last thing you want to do. Start slowly and then build up. Also, find joy in the little things. Find joy in the mundane. Start to romanticize your life. Start to focus on the little things that make you happy. Whether it's rearranging your room, or putting on a nice outfit, or meeting up with a friend. Just do things that are going to make you feel good. Just find joy in the little things because this is what's going to get you through a hard time and what's going to motivate you even more to want to get these resolutions done and to want to go through with these goals. For example, I decorated my room for Christmas. I have a tree in the back and it's so cute. And I only decorated it a little bit before Christmas, but I decided I'm going to leave them up throughout the winter because they're not too Christmassy. They're just kind of winter decorations. And I'm just going to keep them up until the spring because they make me happy. And it's just the little things. It's the little things that are going to take you a long way. So rather than trying to become a completely different person overnight, start with the little things and then begin to build it up and then begin to make them more intense. You can compare it to progressive overload, like I learned in my fitness class. You start out slow. Let's say you're new to something. Let's say you're new to doing crunches. You'll start with 20 crunches, and then when those 20 crunches are too easy, you build it up a little bit. You'll do 25, and then you'll move up to 30. It's all about making it progressive. Okay, next, and I cannot stress this enough. Stop letting other people's opinions of you dictate what you do. I know that it's such a big fear and such a big concern, and it's so much easier said than done, but you need to stop caring what random people think about you. Even just people that are part of your life that you do know. If you wouldn't take advice from them, don't take their opinion to heart. Don't take advice from someone that you wouldn't trade places with. And don't accept criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. I don't think you realize how much the opinions that other people have are holding you back. It's not your responsibility to ensure that other people's perceptions of you are accurate and are true. Just be a good person, do what you want to do, and stop caring so much about what people think. And this is coming from someone who has been a people pleaser for my entire life and has always cared so deeply what other people think of me. But as I've gotten older, I've started to realize that it really doesn't matter. And once you start to do what you truly want to do, it is so freeing. It is so freeing and it feels so good. Do the things that you're scared of. Make the hypotheticals a reality. I've wanted to have a podcast for so long, but I was always scared of doing it. But then I made the hypothetical a reality because I was like, what is stopping me? It sounds cliche, but the world is your oyster. There are so many things that you can do and so many things that are just there at your hands, and you're scared to take the risk and you're scared to do them. But if this is something that you want so badly and you're stopping because of other people's opinions, you are going to regret it so much later on in life because at that point, it's not going to matter what those random people thought about you. In 2026, stop letting other people's opinions and other people's words control what you do and what you decide to do. You can even connect this back to making your goals. If you have certain goals, but you don't want to go through with them because it's not what everyone else is doing, it doesn't matter. It's not going to be beneficial if you're going after someone else's goals. Really think about your persona, your character, and what you want to do and make them based off of that. Lastly, remove the people that don't improve your life and that don't do you any good. You shouldn't be afraid of losing people. You should be afraid of losing yourself. And I know it's not easy to block people out and leave them in the past, but it's something that's vital for your well being. If they're not causing you any good, you're making yourself miserable just to please them or just to keep them in your life. I have gone through friendship breakups before and it has been so hard, but then I met people that I became so close with and I cannot imagine my life without. And if I hadn't left those friends in the past, I probably would have never met these new people. You shouldn't have to mold yourself into a person that will make someone else happy. I completely believe in giving people second chances and giving them the benefit of the doubt, but if someone has repeatedly hurt you, or even if someone has just hurt you once and they can't be a part of your life anymore, block them out. Don't keep them in your life just to please them or because you're scared of the rejection or you're scared of being alone and not having them there. The best thing that I ever did was remove the people that shouldn't be there anymore. There are times where I was in situations where I started to lose myself because I was trying to fit into what they wanted me to be. Stop trying to change for other people that don't have your best interest at heart. If they don't want you for who you are, they're not the right people. And I promise you're going to find people that are going to want you for who you are. And you're going to know when that is. You're going to know when that's happening. The second that you feel comfortable and they're accepting you for who you are, you're going to know. I have a friend now who's one of my closest friends, and I've only known her for like 2.5 years. And right upon meeting her, I felt so comfortable and we clicked right away. And then there were friends that I had had for several years before that that I had never felt comfortable to talk to about the things that I was talking to her just upon meeting her. It felt right instantly, and now she's one of my closest friends, and I can't imagine my life without her. So, as we approach the new year, it's a goal to make new resolutions and make new goals and have things that you want to achieve. But don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't feel like it's all or nothing. Don't feel like you're doing something wrong because everyone else around you is doing something differently or is changing all of these things. One person's solution is not necessarily going to fit your situation. Sit down, reflect, think about what you truly want to do and what you truly want to change and achieve, and go through with it. Make the vision board, make the list, start to romanticize your life, and then everything will start to fall into place. If you stayed until the end, thank you so much for listening. I love you, and I'll see you next week.